Hey kids, this is Mr. Shook, and today we are going to be talking about the sneaky E. It's going to be pretty great. So, going into this, we already know all of our vowels. A, E, I, O, and U. Sometimes we've got Y in there, but today we're not going to really worry about Y. So we know what our vowels say. A says A, E says E, I says I, O says ah, and U says and these are the short vowel sounds. Today, as you can probably guess, we're going to be talking about E in particular. And actually, we're going to be talking about E's cousin. Little known fact, E has a cousin who is, well, he can be pretty obnoxious. E loves to play tricks on all the other vowels by sneaking up behind them. And, as you may guess, as made popular by film and television, if he's sneaky, he's got a pretty nice mustache. Pretty nice, huh? He waxes it every single morning. Got some eyes. Ha ha ha. And so when I see E, I take my finger just like this, and I write a little mustache on myself, too, to remind myself that there's a sneaky E there, and we're going to do some things a little bit different. So, what E likes to do is he likes to sneak up behind these other vowels and make them say their names. Weird trick, huh? So, let's pretend we've got these vowels again. A, E, I, O, U. But now, we've got a sneaky E coming up behind them. A-E, E-E, I-E, O-E, and U-E. Now what this sneaky E says, he comes up right behind these vowels and he goes, a little word bubble, hey, say your name. He thinks it's the best joke ever. It's not even a funny joke. But he goes up, hey, say your name. So for this he would say, hey, A, say your name. He'd say, A. He'd say, hey, E, say your name. E. Hey, I, say your name. I. Hey, O, say your name. O. Hey, U, say your name. U. And then this E is so sneaky, he makes them say their names, and he doesn't make any noise at all. So these are the vowel sounds, the long vowel sounds, that we're going to be working with today. We're going to forget about these short vowel sounds for just a little bit. So now we're working with A, E, I, O, and U, because our sneaky E is making them say their names. So what does this look like if we put it in a word? Let's pretend I'm going home, and I walk up to my front door. There it is. And in front of my front door, I've got a nice welcome mat. And mat is spelled M-A-T. What a great CVC word. M-at, mat. Then, sneaky E comes on up. He hangs out at the back and he says, hey, A, say your name. He jumps all the way over the T and tells the A to say its name. Now, sneaky E isn't going to say any sounds because he's so sneaky. So if we're going to read this now, it would be ate, mate. So, now my mat just turned into mate. And mate is like someone that you're in love with. And I am not in love with my mat. So these are two completely different words. I'll make them smile a little bit. Ooh, he looks a little crazy. Stay away. So mat just turned into mate. And this happens with every word that has a sneaky E at the end. Let's see what happens when we take my favorite body part of a shark. You may be thinking mouth. Nope. I especially like the fin, because it helps a shark steer and swim around. And it's above the water, gives you a nice warning. Ooh, need to work on my shark drawing skills. So fin, what happens when a sneaky E sneaks up behind Finn? He says, "Hey, I, say your name." Hops over that. And now this I, instead of saying I in Finn, says I. I, fine. And fine could be like you're feeling really good. So that's one that I'll take. Fine. Now, can this work with longer words too? So far we've done 2 CVC words, which are 3 letters long. And so every night when I go home, I start to make my plan for the next day. This is a 4-letter word. It's got an initial blend. So, plan. So I go home, I write out on a piece of paper, this is what I'm going to do tomorrow. Now what happens when a sneaky E sneaks up on plan? You probably guessed it. It's going to hop over and say, "Hey, A, say your name." And instead of saying this is now going to say A, pull, A, plane. And now, instead of writing a plan, I'm hopping onto a plane and flying to maybe Bermuda, Bahamas. I'll draw a colonial woman on the wing of this plane, churning some butter. Just for the parents. So, as we see, sneaky E can change words by making our vowels say their names. Now, does this word say pull a n e or pull a n e? That doesn't really make sense. Pull a n, plane. Remember, this E does not say anything. As long as you can remember your mustache and you can remember to make the vowel say its name, you will be a master of sneaky E in no time. Thanks for watching, kiddos!